Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's digital plan with me. So for today, we're going to be planning out the week of the 10th of January through the 16th. And we have a couple things going on this week. We have our Bible study group again. The group did take a break for a couple weeks, so it'll be really nice getting to see everybody. And then Maddie does have a dentist appointment on the 12th. You don't see it here, but it is in my monthly view now. And then I just put the next lash appointment in. I just got my lashes done a couple days ago, and we were able to schedule the next appointment. So yeah, that's what's going on this week. Not a lot in terms of like personal family life type of stuff, but there's a ton going on for my business because even though I just released all of the February sticker kits, I am releasing the March sticker kits on the 19th. So normally I just do one big release per month, and it feels really weird like having them back to back. It just feels very busy, and I love designing sticker kits. I absolutely love it. It's really fun picking out designs and seeing the kit come together and all of that. But I am excited to work on other projects outside of designing stickers. I'm really excited actually to start working on the July to June Prosper You planners. I have been so inspired seeing everyone's posts and everything and getting your feedback, and I know there's a couple upgrades I'm wanting to make. Not anything super significant that's going to I think make people want to switch planners per se. But yeah, I have some things that I'm going to adjust a little bit, tweak here and there. And my husband actually had a really good point about my planners, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't want to change too much because I don't want anyone to feel like they have to jump ship and get this new planner and everything. I want ultimately to have a consistent system and everything like that. But he's like, well, that's like asking Apple to just release the same iPhone every single year. Like, Apple improves their iPhones all the time, and you can make the decision if you want to get the new iPhone or not. And so I have this complex right now where I feel guilty if I improve things. I don't know. It's just a total probably me thing. But yeah, so I'm going to be making some changes. Not anything, like I said, super crazy significant. And my hope is that the July to June planners will come out. If you prefer to plan in the July to June format, maybe you'll want to get one of the new planners, but the 2023 planners will be released very shortly after the July to June. My goal is to release them sometime in October, actually. So it's just waiting a couple months to get the newer planner, and then I will do the same thing I did this year for the 2022 planners, and I will have the November, December freebie available for those of you to use so that you can start planning sooner and everything. So you don't have to wait too long, but I am planning to make some tweaks and changes and things like that. So just, make note of that, and definitely let me know, your feedback. I'll start asking in the Facebook group for more poll type of questions for things you want to see changed. I have an idea in my mind of how I want to change just essentially the layout of things. In the planner, I want to make some tweaks and changes just to kind of tidy it up even more. I don't know. I'm just such a, I don't know. I love the clean look. And so my goal is to make it nice and clean and minimal and all of that. So I have some ideas in mind of how I'm going to do that. And then I did mention too in the Facebook group in one of the posts that I am considering adding daily pages back into the planner. That is something that I've gotten a lot of requests for, and I figure it's better to probably just put them in there, and then for those who don't want to use them, they can either delete them or just not use them. That's the beauty of digital planning too, is that if I add a bunch of daily pages into the planner, it's not going to make the planner really thick or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's there if you want to use it, but it's not going to get in your way, if that makes sense. So that's something I'm considering as well. But yeah, so that's what I'll be working on this upcoming week, and what I've been working on is just sticker kit after sticker kit, trying to get them all up and get caught up and everything. I am really excited to kind of get on track with my schedule as far as sticker kits and projects for the business and stuff are concerned. So, and by the way, real quick, I want to make a note. I'm using kit 11. So this is the Oh My Quad kit that just released a couple days ago. I didn't want to use the mystery kit quite yet because I wanted to use this kit. I'm going to sign up for Orange Theory again and kind of start getting into a workout routine and all of that again, like this week. So I really wanted to use this kit for that like personal reason. So I'll probably reveal the mystery kit in next week's digital plan with me. So just FYI there. I was really looking forward to sharing the mystery kit, but for this week, again, for personal reasons, I wanted to do more of like the health and fitness one because I am going to go sign up for Orange Theory again and start going to the gym with my husband and all of that good stuff, which I'm very excited about. So, and I'll actually share some health and fitness like updates in a second because I know a lot of you have had questions about that after I mentioned that I might not like get my Sweatin to Prosper channel going again. I don't remember which video I mentioned that in, but I know I got some messages after that just saying that you'd like an update and that you found it inspiring, and so I wanted to kind of chat about that. But the little change that I'm going to make to my schedule is that when I have sticker kits release on that day, I'm going to shop for the next month's sticker kits and get the next sticker kits going right away. So like, for example, when I release the April sticker kits on February 9th, I think it's February 9th, is it? Yeah, February 9th. I'm going to shop for the May sticker kits on the 9th, get that all finalized and good to go. And then I'm going to start working on the April sticker kits, or wait, May sticker kits? Yes, May sticker kits on February 10th. And then I'm budgeting about 10 to 12 days or so. I'm going to put some wiggle room in there to complete the sticker kits, get everything ready to launch, and then I'll work on extra stuff. So I know at least I need to have my sticker kits ready to go for the month because that's something that you guys have grown to expect from me and that I want to be able to offer in my shop is those monthly sticker kit releases. But then I want to do some extra things too, like I want to do add-ons and I want to do scripts bundles, and I eventually want to start creating like individual inserts and things like that to use in your planner. So I figured, okay, what I'll do is I'll work immediately on the next month's sticker kits, spend about 10 to 12 days working on those, and then I'll have, 2 to 3 weeks or so to work on like extra things, like for which I'll release with the sticker kits. Ideally, I might release it sooner. I don't know exactly what that looks like. I don't know if I'm just going to do one giant release like I did this last time where I lumped the new weekly layout inserts in with the February sticker kits. I don't know if I'm going to do it all at the same time or if I'm going to do the sticker kits and then have a separate new release day for anything extra. I don't entirely know what that looks like yet, but I know right now I'm just in catch-up mode. I'm trying to get caught up, get to the point where I'm offering my sticker kits 2 months in advance. So when you want to purchase your May sticker kits, you'll be able to get those in February. And I think, right, I keep messing this up. February, March, April sticker kits you'll be able to get in February. Goodness. Okay. So as far as health and fitness is concerned, I know some of you were bummed when I mentioned that I might not start the Sweatin to Prosper channel back up. That was a second channel I started kind of being over ambitious, if I'm being honest, where I was like, oh, I'll have more time for this, and this is something I've always wanted to do, and then it turned out that like I really don't have a lot of time in general to have a second. I feel like I can barely keep up with this channel, so that might have been some unrealistic, ambitions on my part. Maybe once, I am caught up, or especially once I, hire someone to help with my business and it frees up some of my time, I feel like maybe I could take on other projects like that, but I feel like I'm already stretched so thin with trying to keep up with YouTube and Etsy. So in the one channel on YouTube. So, But yeah, so my health and fitness journey is very much so a mental journey for me. And after some therapy, a lot of mental work and everything, I have discovered an underlying issue of a binge restrict cycle that I am in. And that my relationship with food has always been, for a very long time, has been one where this food is good and this food is bad. And I actually discovered a YouTube channel that I really like. Her name is Abby Sharp, and she's a registered dietitian, I believe, or nutritionist. Very smart, has a lot of like science that backs up her videos and stuff, which I really like. And she's all about like body positivity and loving your body, but then also like accepting like, yeah, when you are overweight, that is going to cause other health issues, of course. Like for me personally, I'm pre-diabetic. I have chest pain all the time. I have trouble like breathing and stuff like that. Like I am overweight. I am technically obese, and it's a problem. I can still choose to like love my body and appreciate it and everything because I know it works so hard for me. But I feel like part of loving my body is taking care of it properly. And that's the piece that I feel like is kind of missing sometimes when I'm trying to like, you know, look at resources for learning to love your body and stuff. Like I don't have to accept the way that I look right now. If I want to change my appearance for cosmetic reasons, that's okay. For me personally though, it's not as much cosmetic as it is like just feeling better. I've just noticed when I get really stressed, which I have been, if I'm being honest, these like last couple of days have been kind of rough. I get really bad chest pain. And last night I was eating dinner with my family and the day did not go as planned and everything. And I was feeling behind on work and I was just feeling very anxious. And I was just sitting there eating dinner. Julia was on my lap and I had to put her down and go lay down on the couch because I was having such bad chest pain. And I know that that's partially to do with my weight. It just is. Like, and the type, or not the type 2 diabetes, I'm pre-diabetic, but I'm hoping to turn that around so it doesn't turn into type 2 diabetes. But, you know, my blood sugar doesn't look good. My cholesterol doesn't look good. I'm 35, going on 36, and I need to get my stuff together, like, real bad. But for the longest time, I've thought, like, it was a problem where, like, oh, you know, my depression, and this might partially be the case, but like my depression and anxiety is what causes me to eat. I have an emotional eating issue. But I think the larger issue for me personally has been the binge restrict cycle, where I'm viewing foods as good or bad, and I'm, you know, I might not physically be restricting the food. Like, this was something that was brought up in one of Abby's videos. I might not physically be restricting the food where I'm not having sugar for X amount of days, and then by the 10th day I'm just like, I can't take it anymore, and I have a whole like tub of ice cream type of thing, because that's honestly not been the case for me. It's been more of like a mental thing, a mental restriction, where every time I eat something that I like should not be having, or whatever I feel like I shouldn't be having, I'm just like, oh, this is so bad, this is so bad. And then you think about it more, you think about it more, it makes you want it more. And it's just like this vicious cycle where it's like a mental restriction, and it leads to me like going on these binges where for multiple days in a row, I'll have like fast food and things like that. So there's a couple things that I am sort of like temporarily putting off, or maybe permanently. I don't know. I'm not putting any like hard lines on it. But soda is something that I have not had all year so far. We're on day 7. I've had no soda. And fast food. Fast food is a big trigger for me, so I'm kind of just staying away from it. And I'm not staying away from soda or from fast food because they are bad. That's a mental like switch that I've made in my mind. I'm not staying away from them because they are bad. I'm staying away from them because I know that they lead, it's like a vicious cycle for me, and it just does not make me feel good. And, you know, I need good energy to keep up with my girls and to keep up with my business, take care of myself, all that kind of stuff. And so I feel like they're like Pandora's box for me. And so that's the way that I've started to view those things. And I've started actually calorie counting. So I mentioned, I don't know, pretty recently that I was doing bright line eating, and I decided to not do that because it is extremely restrictive. And I know it does work for some people, and I'm not trying to like knock any sort of program or anything like that. But one thing I did notice in the Facebook group that I'm in for bright line eating is that there are a lot of posts where people will say, oh, I've lost, X amount of weight, but then I had just a little bit of this and it led to me binge eating and I gained back all the weight and then some. So many posts about that. And this is something that Abby talks about too. I really like her channel. So yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. I also love Jordan Syatt. Jordan Syatt has just a no BS like approach to things. Like he's just very straightforward. No foods are good or bad. Calorie counting is his thing. He's all about like 80-20, consistency, giving yourself wiggle room, enjoying the process. And he just has very like simple terms and very realistic expectations when it comes to, quote unquote dieting and weight loss and all that kind of stuff. So I am calorie counting, and I like calorie counting because in my mind anyways, it doesn't like lump any food into good or bad. Like for example, avocados are great for you, but they're higher in calories. Nuts are great for you, but they are higher in calories and things like that. Whereas like you could even have, like if you had a bowl of almonds, for example, or a bowl of cashews, you could potentially eat more calories in that bowl, depending on how big the bowl is or whatever, than a piece of pizza. And so that's what I like about the calorie counting, is that for me, in my mind, I'm not lumping foods into good or bad. With WW Weight Watchers, I still felt like I was lumping foods into good or bad because the goal was always to find these like low point options and things like that. And I know like sometimes MCT oil is great for you. 1 tablespoon of MCT oil is, I think, 100 calories, which barely impacts my day. But on Weight Watchers, it would be like, what is it? I might even be able to look it up real quick. Let me see. I need to still cancel Weight Watchers, but let's see. So MCT oil, let me look it up. MCT, no, not that, autocorrect. Oh my gosh. I wish there was a way to turn autocorrect off. 9 points. You guys, 9 points for MCT oil. It's like 100 calories. And I get 1,800 a day. So that's, 100 calories, I can make that work. But 9 points on Weight Watchers, I cannot make that work. I think my one qualm with Weight Watchers is that they're still very anti healthy fats. It seems like they just give really high points to high fat items. I know in their most recent program you can have avocado for 0 points now, but MCT oil is something I've had in the past that I've put in my coffee in the past, and I love it. I think it really does help give me some good energy and all of that. And it's something that Andrew always puts in her shakes and stuff. So anyways, I know, again, I'm not trying to knock any certain program. If WW works great for you, then that's awesome. Ultimately, that's what it's all about, is finding what works for you. But I've decided to just stick with calorie counting, to not completely omit any food group. I need to repair my relationship with food. And I actually think calorie counting is really going to help me to do that, because I feel like it just takes a very neutral stance on things. It's not like a calorie is just a calorie, whereas WW decides, this food is going to get a lot of points for whatever reason and all that. So anyways, I'm figuring out all of this as I go along. And I've talked about this in the past, but I used to be very healthy. I used to be very much in shape. And then I had children, and I gained a lot of weight during my pregnancies, and I joined Beachbody, and that's, I feel like, where like my trouble with food really started, because I was doing that whole binge restrict cycle, and I had never done that before. Before I just would eat in moderation. My portions weren't super out of control. I wasn't like hiding food or sneaking it or anything like that. It was just like I told Andrew, we used to sit on the couch, watch Game of Thrones, and my favorite ice cream is the Ben & Jerry's fish food. So good. And I would go and get my Ben & Jerry's out of the freezer, and I would have like 3 to 4 spoonfuls of it, and I would feel totally content and fine. I was like, yep, like my sweet tooth is satisfied now, I'm good to go. And whereas now I feel like if I were to get my hands on a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, it's just been so restricted in my mind that I feel like I would just eat the whole thing, because it's like that whole mentality of like, I don't know when I'm going to have this again. And so one thing our family is doing is we're going to have Sweet Saturday. That's something that we've done in the past, and we're going to go back to doing that, because a lot of my like motivation behind this is teaching the girls really good habits, and I don't want them to see mom always on a diet and, well, mommy can't have this because of whatever. I want them to see me have a healthy relationship with food, and I want to teach them moderation. So I think one thing we're going to do is we're not going to have sweets in the house, but we're going to have Sweet Saturday. And I've already noticed a difference in Maddie. So we were honestly restricting a bit too much with like putting like sweets and stuff like that on a pedestal way too much. And now when we have Sweet Saturday, Maddie doesn't ask for any sweets, because she just knows that on Saturday she's going to have her sweet and things like that. So we're keeping like soda out of the house, sweets out of the house. Sometimes on Sweet Saturday, we might make like a homemade something or other. But for the most part, I think we'll probably go out. We'll go to like our favorite bakery, or we'll go to Crumble Cookies, or we'll go get ice cream or whatever it is. And it's something that they can look forward to, that I can look forward to. And it's not like a thing where like, it's more of like a fun experience as a family. And that's why I think doing homemade stuff would be really fun too, because the girls can help me make that. So if we decide we want to do brownie sundaes after dinner on a Saturday, we can make the brownies together as a family and just really enjoy the experience, because food is meant to be enjoyed. It's part of our culture. It's part of the worldwide culture and everything. It's just, food is used to celebrate. It's used to comfort. It's, all that kind of stuff. So I open myself up to a lot of criticism and harsh comments when I post about like my weight loss journey on YouTube. And I do delete mean comments right away. I get some passive aggressive comments. I know that ultimately it's just hurt people want to hurt people. And that's what I tell myself. I try to not take it personally, because if someone's lashing out at you and they're saying something mean or passive aggressive or something like that, if they're just looking for the negative, like what can I say about this person that's like critical or whatever, it's usually because there's something going on in their life that they're not happy with and all of that. I'm always open to constructive criticism, but when I know someone's just being mean to be mean, or they always just say something passive aggressive and negative on my channel, first of all, why are you following me? Maybe unfollow me. If you're not getting anything positive out of what I'm posting, then unfollow me. But I am a human being, and words do hurt. And as much as I want to say the mean comments don't bother me and whatever, and I ignore them, like they do stick with me. They do stick with me. I kind of carry that on my heart very much so. And there's been times that like I've honestly broken into tears because of some of the stuff I've received in like private messages or in comments and things like that. And I think that's something that we all have to keep in mind when we're posting on someone's channel and stuff. Like, you're seeing literally an eighth of that person's life. Like a tiny little fraction of that person's life is what you're seeing on YouTube, on social media, and things like that. And like the world has enough crap going on, I think we all know this, that like if you're just here to spread toxic negativity, then be gone, please. Like, just don't say anything. If you don't have something positive to say, then just don't say anything, in my opinion. Again, I'm completely open to constructive criticism. That's part of being a business owner and stuff like that, and trying to improve your products and things. I'm always looking for feedback. I think anyone who's in our Facebook group probably knows that, because I'm posting polls all the time in there. So I'm always open to feedback. But if you're just saying something just to be mean and just to upset me or hurt me in some way, and same goes for every other YouTuber out there, that you don't know, that you don't truly know. The only people that know me very, very well are my very close friends and my husband. And that's it, you know? So there's a lot more to me than what you guys see and everything. And I try to keep it very real on my channel. I try to be very open on my channel. But that is the one thing that did also occur with Sweatin to Prosper, is that for whatever reason, people feel very comfortable being very mean to people that are on a weight loss journey, and people have their very strong opinions about food and exercise and things like that, and what you should be doing, like, you should be doing keto, or you shouldn't be eating that. And I feel like I'm just not in a good mental place to expose myself to that or to welcome that into my life. And so that's a really big piece of why I've decided to not continue on with that channel for now. Maybe one day I will feel comfortable enough in my journey to share more, and I will certainly, update you guys here and there on this channel with what's going on, and with eating healthier and exercising more. I'm sure you guys are going to notice some physical changes and stuff like that with me on my channel, but and I'll talk about it just like I'm doing here, occasional updates and things like that. But other than that, I'm in a place right now where I have to kind of protect myself quite a bit, because I'm human, I'm sensitive, I do get hurt by things that people say. And so, anyways, that is my little rant. I've gone on and on for quite some time, but I hope overall, though, you guys enjoyed this video and hearing me blabber on about all this stuff. But that's kind of where I'm at with everything. That's what I'm doing. And again, my main message to everyone always is to do what works best for you. We are all unique human beings. We all have our different boundaries, our different, issues that we're dealing with, and our just all of that. We're all just made differently. And, you have to do what works best for you. So if that means that Brightline works for you or WW works for you, do it. I'm not saying to not do those programs or to avoid them by any stretch of the imagination. I just personally will not be doing those because they just don't work for me. And that's just what I'm realizing as I'm kind of working more and more on myself and kind of like tackling the mental side of all of this. So anyways, guys, that is it for this digital plan with me. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you've had a wonderful week so far, that you have some fun plans for this weekend. I know this weekend I'm going to actually take my daughter out for a mommy-daughter date. We're going to go get pedicures, and we're going to go see Sing 2. So I'm very excited about that, but I hope you have some fun plans as well. And then I will see you on Monday for my day in the life video that I still need to start filming. It's like almost 10:30 on a Friday, and honestly I've put it off because my husband's not done hanging stuff up in my office yet, and I'm determined. I have to do an office tour. I've told them for weeks now that I would do an office tour. So he's with Julia at the park right now, and then when he gets home he's going to hang all that stuff, and then I'm going to do my day in the life and stuff. But anyways, enough rambling. I hope, again, that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye!